Hi guys, Elliot here. You may have seen my video, or my first video for the OCD recovery channel about a week ago now, I think it was. And it covered my journey, my OCD themes, and you may have seen that one of my main themes was HOCD or homosexual OCD. So I thought I'd go a bit deeper into that today, have a look at the main core fears surrounding that. I'll get onto the compulsions and exposures in another video. I just wanted to mainly look at the fears around HOCD. So one of the main fears with HOCD is the fear of rejection, fear of societal rejection. Homosexuality has been a taboo subject for thousands of years, and it's really refreshing to see that that's gradually getting better, especially in the Western world. I know in some parts of the world it's still quite taboo and they're not as accepting towards it, but by and large the acceptance towards homosexuality is still getting there. However, it does have that sort of perception and taboo still associated with it, which makes a lot of people scared of it, especially in the OCD cycle, the HOCD cycle. So what we need to look at here is breaking down the fear of rejection. So even if your family, your friends or society rejected you for being gay, why that would not be the end of the world. Even if nobody on this planet accepted you, yes, it would be unpleasant, but you could still have a life. You could still listen to music, eat nice food, walk, talk. Even if everyone on this planet rejected you and didn't like it, you could still stand it. It wouldn't be 110% bad. It wouldn't be the end of the world. It wouldn't be eternal pain and suffering. It wouldn't be like being stuck in a concentration camp at Auschwitz, right? It wouldn't be the end of the world. When you really break down what the fear of rejection is as well, you're basically scared of a thought perception based on limited information from somebody about you. That is essentially what you're scared of. So yeah, you just need to break that down on paper, not compulsively. How to Stubbornly Refuse to Make Yourself Miserable, Myth of Self-Esteem by Albert Ellis, and really take a closer look at that rejection and why that's not the end of the world. As I said, I'll get into the compulsions and exposures towards that in another video. So the second thing that's also a big fear in HOCD is the fear of not being able to accept yourself. So you really need to look at your beliefs here. Why could you not accept yourself if you was gay? Or why could you not accept yourself if you wasn't straight? There's other people in society who have actually accepted the fact that they're gay. I've got a couple of friends who are gay. I've met some gay people before, and they're just so accepting of it, living their life happy. So if they can, why couldn't you accept yourself? It's all just down to you. You've got these conditional commands that you must be this certain way and you must be X, Y, Z. But no, having that conditional acceptance is just what's fueling the OCD cycle. You need to have that unconditional acceptance, which says, even if you was gay, you could still accept yourself as a fallible human. Humans are wired differently in terms of genetics, biology, have different traits, that's characteristics. It's actually a part of the human condition. People have always been homosexual for as long as we've existed. So why you can accept that and why you think you'd be above accepting yourself just doesn't make any sense. Also as well, even if you was just living a complete lie and couldn't accept yourself, that wouldn't be the end of the world. Your sexuality is only a part of your life. It's not your whole life. There's so many other elements to your life. You've got family, friends, hobbies, interests, traveling. There's so many different things. So you could accept yourself. And even if you was living a lie about being straight, why is that not the end of the world? Even if you was just living a complete lie, you thought you was living it wrong or living in the wrong sexuality, then why is that so bad? It still wouldn't be awful. Well, not 110% awful. You could still have some happiness there, as I said before, like going to the gym, listening to music, So yeah, you're just not going to get that tangible answer as well with OCD. You're not going to wake up one day and it's like, oh yeah, definitely I'm straight, there's nothing to worry about. No, that's not going to happen. So you need to start accepting these fears, getting under your worst case scenario, and then you'll be able to start seeing it more quickly. I know it's so tough. I know it just feels so real in the moment, and that you're doing everything you can to escape the cycle. But as I've said before, take it slow, dispute your beliefs, tackle your fears. So yeah, with that being said, the third fear is a fear of never knowing that you're straight again and not being able to enjoy that. I completely understand that your sexuality is a part of you, something that you want to enjoy. Sex and love and relationships and dating is a part of life that we want to be enjoyed. We don't really want to have anything get in the way of that. And yeah, you don't want to not enjoy it. You want to enjoy it. You're on this earth once, you want to have that. But you know even if you was never 100% certain about being straight, and you can never enjoy it again for that reason, again, not the end of the world. Sex, as I've just said, or sex and sexuality, is just a part of your life. It's not your whole life. There's so many other things in life that you could enjoy: traveling, seeing your friends, watching a football match, all the little, having a cup of tea. There's so many different things you could do. It's such a small part of you. So when you give it all that importance and all that energy, you're just being so over the top. I know it's OCD, I know that's what it does, but you really just need to look at it rationally. It's just a small part of your life, sexuality and sex and that sort of thing. You don't need to have like absolute certainty. Even if you never fully knew you were straight again, you could still have you can still date, you can still have relationships, you can still do all those things. So you don't need to know, you don't need that answer, right? And again, once you start disputing your beliefs on paper, not compulsively, maybe once every few days, sometimes maybe more, sometimes maybe less, it gradually just starts to lift. You gradually just start to see it a bit more clearly, and as you'll know, you start to be a lot more calm and relaxed towards your sexuality, your fears about being gay, and then you can eventually, like I am now, start enjoying being straight again. So yeah, trust me, it does come around again. So hopefully that gives you a bit of hope. But yeah, you just need to put the work in. And the fourth fear, and this is probably one of the most important ones, is the fear of actually being gay. So when you look at this fear, you need to think like, right, what is it that I'm actually scared of? What is being gay? Well, it's just being attracted to somebody of the same sex, right? When you put it like that, it's not as nearly as scary as OCD makes it out to be. So with this, you need to break down why that's not the end of the world. There are people out there who are gay, who enjoy it, who aren't chronically anxious and depressed. They're not worried about it. They're completely at peace with it. So if they're like that, you can be at peace with it as well. It just wouldn't be the end of the world. Even if he was gay, you could still have so many other luxuries in life. Like I said, eat, sleep, walk, talk. Wouldn't be Auschwitz level bad. It wouldn't be eternal pain and suffering. So there's so many different elements of life that you can still enjoy. And also as well, you've got the fear of the intrusive thoughts, images, sensations, urges. With HOCD, I know this is incredibly tough. This is what makes it feel so real, makes it feel so threatening to you. But these need to be worn. These sensations, thoughts, images and urges all need to be worn in the moment. No disputing, no trying to get rid. As I said before, I'll get more into the compulsions, but you need to just understand that you need to wear them and gradually break down the fears associated with those. So again, why the fear of being gay isn't so bad. The fear of never knowing you're straight again, the fear of rejection, the fear of living a lie, all those things that I've covered. So once you start to break those down, the fear and the intensity and the frequency of the obsessions and the thoughts and the images and all that sort of thing, it gradually just starts to taper off. So yeah, with HOCD, there's a lot of fears at play here. So you just need to pick off each one bit by bit, dispute it on paper, not compulsively in your head. And yeah, as I said, I will start over the next few weeks. I'll deliver a lot more content about the compulsions and the exposures and that sort of thing in terms of HOCD. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you take my advice on board. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.